Hola. So I've noticed, I'm sure you've all noticed, that fear is really rampant these days. And today we're going to talk about and look at the connection between self-esteem and staying present in the moment, because that's where your point of power is, of course. And to stay in the moment, which is so important, more so than ever, you need a certain amount of self-esteem. Because if you have self-doubt and you're insecure, you are distracted by comparative thoughts and self-criticism, and you aren't focused. As my friend Pierre would say, Denise, you must focus. You must focus. And it's hard to focus if you've got this monkey chatter going on and thinking about everything out there and what happened yesterday and oh my gosh, what's going to happen tomorrow. No. Right here, right now, this is your moment of power. So hello, and my name's Denise, and welcome to the University of Life, where we're all a work in progress, and it's a never-ending journey, so let's make it a joyous journey. I've been a truth and wisdom seeker since my angst out teen years, and I'm still on it, and I know I will always be on it as long as I'm breathing in and out. So the goal is emotional freedom. So we're not held hostage, emotional and spiritual freedom, so we're not held hostage by comparative thinking and self-doubt and wondering, when are we ever going to have it all together? Because we're never going to have it all together. That's the truth, okay? We're all doing time, so to speak, I believe. And so since we are here and the overarching goal is to increase self-esteem and lower anxiety and fear, then let's get on with it. So the human condition, I believe, is that we all feel trapped on some or many levels, depending on what's going on. But going inside is the way out, basically. So we have to live an examined life and know thyself, like Aristotle always said, to know thyself is so important. And how are we going to do that? We're going to shine a big light, which Krishnamurti always says, shine a big light on the situation so you can really understand and see what exactly is going on. Because that self-knowledge is opening the door. And then the courage, of course, we need the courage to live an examined life. It does take courage. So we know that the sense of wholeness can never come from outside ourselves. There are no shoulds, there's no self-criticism, and never, I never say never, and in this case, it does apply, never ever beat yourself up. Don't fall into these perfection traps that are like sort of all around us. They're just BS. And they're not even real. No pity parties, no shoulds, no pointing fingers outward, taking full responsibility for everything we're creating in our own lives. So I had remembered how much I love this poem. This is T.S. Eliot, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock, which I first learned about in Advanced American Lit in high school. So I was in my teens, wacky as a jaybird, of course, and a most magnificent teacher, Miss Pearl, I'll never forget her, and we studied this poem. If you're not familiar with it, it is just magnificent. It really addresses the whole thing of self-courage, or really in his case, the lack thereof. He says this was written in 1911, it was published in 1915. This was his first poem, and he got such notoriety, and for good reason, because it grabbed me even then. It's just breathtaking. He says, do I dare disturb the universe? He had so much self-doubt, he even asked himself, should I roll up the hem of my trousers or not? Do I dare eat a peach? So imagine how much fear and angst this guy had to ask, do I dare eat a peach? It was from a point of, because maybe his teeth will fall out, And then some people say it could be a sexual reference, that he was insecure sexually. So do I dare even approach a woman, because maybe I won't know what to do if she said yes. So his excruciating indecision, it's so powerful. And I feel like many times that's where we are. We have so much self-doubt and insecurity and low self-esteem that we don't know, should we even roll our trousers up or leave them down? Or should we eat a peach? Or maybe we should eat a different fruit, or no fruit at all. You know, here we are with all this indecision. So we want to go from self-doubt to feeling so secure in our own decision making that when we make a decision, we don't need to call 3 people to ask, do you think this is the right one? Because you know in your heart of hearts that you're on solid ground and your decision is solid. Okay, so I hear you. You're saying, oh yeah, Denise, that all sounds great. That sounds terrific. I love the whole thing. I'll build up my self-esteem. I'll have a joyous journey, etc. But Denise, how the hell do I do this, right? But I hear you, I see you, because trust me, just even to start this series, I had to use everything. This is my toolbox, by the way, which I've put together over the years, over the decades, because I'm 77, so you know I've been here a while. And I think this is the most important thing, because if I don't talk about, if we don't find out the ways of the how, what the hell good is any of this lofty discussion? You know, it makes sense, it's beautiful, it's great, but how? I'll tell you how. We're going to go one step at a time, baby steps, small increments that lead to big results. And I know it's human nature. Everybody would like a pill. You know, just take a pill and it'll all be fine. But the truth is that I'm not going to sugarcoat this, because I'm not into sugar except for my dark chocolate every day. The truth is you have to find tools, use them, and that will make the change. So let's go and get our first tool. This is my favorite, and this you can use for so many things. This is motion creates emotion. Okay? And action creates traction. I like these sayings. And speaking of sayings, I have Post-its all over the place. I have motion creates emotion on my kitchen sink to remind me. I have a note on my laptop that says posture to remind me to sit up straight at my computer. I mean, all these little things, they may seem silly or mundane, and I assure you they work, okay? Well, they work for me. I'm giving you what works for me. It's sort of a buffet, and you see what resonates for you. So speaking of motion creating emotion, for me, it's the gym. This may not resonate with everybody. I love to go to the gym because, I mean, I don't love getting there. That's, you know, another story, which we'll talk about. I love going because there's music, which is a huge part of my life. And in fact, I have a pick-me-up playlist at my website, which I'll be updating all the time. I'll always be adding to that because I'm a music maniac. Anyway, so the gym, I take Zumba because there's music. I've made friends there, so it's kind of a buddy system, which is great. We text each other, are you going? Yes, I'm going. Get your butt out the door. Let's go. And there are some great instructors as well. So for me, that is my action step, you could say, is to get my butt to the gym. Now, this may not be everybody's thing. Some people don't like that at all. So, of course, you have so many other options that you can do. So every minute in our life is an experiment. So I invite you to experiment with these other things. So you can do stuff at home. You could set a timer and do 5 jumping jacks. The timer is very helpful if you're feeling really resistant to moving. You can set the timer, clear out a kitchen drawer, you know, something as simple as that. These are the baby steps that when you're done with it, you feel a sense of accomplishment, which gives you more self-esteem that you, in fact, did achieve this thing that you said you're going to create a different emotion by doing something. And indeed, you did it. That you had the intention to do it, you actually did it, and wow, okay, you feel better. There's so many other things. Music, of course, is a big one for me. I have a little iPod and I walk around all the time with my music. Music is extremely uplifting. You can take a walk by yourself, take a walk with a neighbor or a friend, take music with you and just do your own little meditation and look around at nature, watch the squirrels, look at the birds, put your face to the sun. I mean, all these things. You could lie down or sit down and just do some gentle stretching. Reconnect with your body in some fashion, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be some huge hour Zumba class. Trust me, you can do it. Small increments lead to big results too. You can swim. One of my best friends is an avid swimmer. He says he connects with the divine when he swims. I believe that. I'm not crazy about chlorine. I like to swim in the ocean myself. But that's not always doable, and especially in the winter, of course. Although my grandfather, my mother's father, was a member of the Polar Bear Club. And this is so crazy. In New York, he used to swim in the Atlantic Ocean in the winter. And I think his strength influenced my mother, which influenced me, because she always said, "Don't be a milquetoast, Denise. You know, just don't let people piss on your head and tell you it's rain." Okay. So I would say, don't be a J. Alfred Prufrock and wonder if you should eat a peach or not. So you can meditate, you can play music and cook your vegetables. I mean, any action, small, large, in between, creates a new feeling of self-esteem for you. I forgot to mention regarding the gym or any kind of movement, we can't wait until we're in the mood, because that may not happen. You have to just do it anyway, okay? You make the commitment, I'm going to do it whether I feel like it or I don't feel like it, especially in the winter when it's cold. Trust me, it's not the easiest thing. And I do manage to get my butt over there. And I'm always so thrilled afterwards, of course. So here are some more seemingly mundane baby steps that will really be great. If you have a car, you can wash it. If you have hair, you can wash your hair. I mean, my brother, 6 years older, he doesn't have any hair, but he does keep his car clean. And for me, the washing the hair, I don't know about for you, it's always a big pain in the butt. Like, oh my God, I gotta wash my hair. And it's always such a thing, especially in the winter. I talk about that with my friend, that it's not so easy to confront because it's cold, it takes time and energy, and you know. And that said, once it's done, you know, I do feel better. I really do. I feel like I really accomplished something, as silly as it sounds, just to wash my hair. So more on the list for if the gym doesn't appeal to you. How about just breathing? You know, breathing. Walk barefoot on the grass and say to your, wrap your arms around yourself and say, "I love you. I've got you. All is truly well in this moment." I have also, I can share with you a laundry hack that a friend of mine who used to be a trainer, she told me that when she does her laundry, she puts it all on the floor and then picks one piece up at a time, which forces her to bend over multiple times. So I thought that was pretty cute. She made that up herself. You could take a shower or a bath, and while you're in there, say, "I wash away all the psychic debris and I surround myself with love." Or you could just read a physical book or listen to an audible book. I have some that absolutely transport me. You know, they're magnificent, and they truly take me to another space. And if you're really stuck and you can't move at all, just take out a piece of paper and a pen and write down 5 things that you're grateful for, because an attitude of gratitude also creates a shift. An attitude of gratitude, that's a huge tool. I use it all the time when I'm in a Zumba class. I say thank you for the strength and mobility that I have at my age. I'm grateful beyond words for that. Okay, if you have some things that work for you, feel free to share them. We're all in a community here, and we're here to uplift and help each other. And feel free to comment below and give us some things that work for you. I like new ideas too. So stay tuned for more topics, more explorations on this joyous journey we're taking together. And if you're feeling anxious, remember to take action. Even if you're on the right track, if you just sit there, you still can get run over. So as my mother Trudy, my beloved Trudy, would say, to move your ass, right? I leave you with that. Yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery, today's a gift, that's why we call it the present.